Hey, welcome back to my channel, and today we are making this super cute Easter layered cake topper. You can get the alphabet from the website, just search Easter Bunny or Easter and you'll be able to find it, and we have uploaded the E to Cricut Design Space. So I've also uploaded the sun and the cloud, so they are available in my shop for £1. I'll pop the link in the video below, and I'm just sizing the sun so that it fits over the sun on my letter. And you don't have to use this, it's optional, but it just gives it an extra layer and makes it more layered. And the cloud we will pop in later. So I'm going to type Easter, and I've just chosen one of the handwritten curly fonts that is in the system, not one of the Cricut fonts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate this into the cake topper. So first of all, we need to change it to a print and cut image. Then I'm going to colour it. Now, to colour it, if you use this colour panel, when you click on colour, you can move it around to match the colour more or less to what the cake topper letter is, and it's really easy to do. Then I'm going to create an offset to make it a bit chunkier to match our letter. And again, go into advanced on colour settings, and you can just move that around the advanced panel to match your colour, and it's quite easy to do once you get used to it. Select all and flatten the two letters together, and then I'm just going to hover that over. I'm not going to connect it to the cake topper at the moment. I'm going to do it later. So create an offset to create your first layer. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get rid of that and put the Easter back in, so that the Easter is going to be part of that offset, so that when I build it, that will all work really well. So create an offset. Now your first offset layer will go as a cut layer. So click offset and just slide your bar there, and then go into print and cut and change it to cut, because you want to cut those out on coloured card. I'm making that white because that's going to be white glitter. So now create another offset, and even though I'm going to choose these colours, I will change them. I tend to do my colours and then look at them at the end and think, no, that doesn't work for me, but I'm going to stick with that green, I think. So now we're going to pop a cloud in. I'm just going to right click and move that to the front so I can see it, and just right click bring to the front, and that will bring it up to the front. Then you can hover it around and see where you want it to go. And it's just building cake toppers is just about doing what works for you and what you think visually looks great. I like to just create lots of different layers so that they look really stand out and have got a lot of detail to them. So I'm going to select all and create another offset, so that as I'm building, I can incorporate different layers into my cake topper. That pink doesn't work there, does it? So I'm going to probably make that a blue, but I'm going to incorporate my sun first. Oh, there you go. So that just goes there. That's just a layer anyway. And you can see that the cake topper is really starting to build up. So if we go into that layer, the pink layer, and change it to blue, it makes more sense because it looks like a sky. And then we can move it around. I suppose it doesn't matter too much because it's not the colour you're going to cut, but just so that you can have an idea of how it's going to look. Now you can finish this here, but if you want to create more layers in the shop, I have all of the elements, the bunny and the grass, ready to download, so that if you want to build a few extra elements to the cake topper, you can also download those. And I think they're £1. So I'm going to find those files, and now we can size them and layer them over the cake topper. So this is just really adding extra elements on. It's optional, but I just like to just add little bits on here and there, and it just makes it look so pretty. We're also going to add the 3D bunny. He is super cute. I'm so proud of him because he's one of the first 3D images I learned to draw. So there he is, and we're going to upload him and pop him in and layer him as well, or her. And once that's all done, we can send it to print and cut. So when you send it to print and cut, some of these images aren't for this, just they're to take photos of, but you can see there that I've got all of my print and cut first. I like to do that so that I can then choose my card to match it. I don't think you can really tell until it's printed. So send to print. Next, and then I'm going to reduce the bleed because I don't like it, and I'm going to send it to system settings. So that should pop up. If not, it will be behind Design Space, so you just need to reduce it down. Once you have access to your system settings, you can choose fine or best quality. It's just better than going through Cricut Print and Cut. And then send it to cut. And I love Print and Cut. I use it all of the time. It's one of my favourite features. And I know I say this all the time, but I use a green cutting mat rather than a blue, and it's because it's just a bit stickier, lasts longer. So once this is print and cut, then what I do is I match it to some card to make sure that I'm getting the right colour card. And that is why I always print first rather than leaving it to the last. So even if it's at the end, I drag it forward. And now we're ready to build our files, and they're all ready. I've got a straw, I've got my Cosmic Shimmer glue, and some sticky pads, hooks, and some scissors. And we're going to start with the front layer. So I'm going to just organise everything, get it all out of the way, and then we're going to turn over our top layer, and I'm going to put sticky pads onto the back of it. Now, I tend to cut by the bigger sticky pads and cut them up. I just find it easier, and then I've got an option of bigger or smaller. So I've done my sticky pads there, and I'm going to pop that onto my white glitter layer. I use glitter on everything. I just love it, and I think it's a really good offset for a first layer. So now I'm going to add my Easter, and you can see that now your offset layers, they're all making sense because you can build them up as you go along. So that's all there ready. So now I'm going to flip that over and put sticky pads on the back of that. And once that's done, then I can add that to my next layer. So my next layer is green. And it's just starting to build up nicely. And the green matches the grass. And then same again, but onto the blue, so that matches the sky. And it really does make a difference what colour you use for your offsets, I think. But also it's great because you can use it to match any decor that you choose for a party or a cake. You've got the full power to create what you want. And now I'm just adding those extra elements. So we've got the grass there, and just it looks really cute when you start to build it up. I'd already put my bunny on, and there you go, I've got some more grass there. And we're just going to pop a cloud in. And there's the cloud, and then the sun on top. So that's going to be my final element for my layers. Just pop that on there. Make sure you get your shadows the right way because it's 3D effect, it's puff. And there you go. So what we're going to do now is just have a little admire of our work and then nip it over, and we're going to put a straw on the back. So I use Cosmic Shimmer glue for this. I swear by it. I use it for everything, and it's from Amazon. So I'll pop a link below so that you can grab some of that. It's not expensive, and it's just brilliant. And I just leave that for a few minutes, and it dries really well. It takes a few seconds to dry to allow you to mess about and move stuff, but then it's solid. And there you go, the perfect Easter bunny cake topper. So thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials.